Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we finally want to do the whole weekly quest series at the end of a near wait line. Now this is obviously not Desiree, because I started this with Desiree and then I lost the hard drive where the whole recordings were on. And so I'm starting over the weeklies with Sirius here. All that grinds is not gloom. Ready to go to your doom? I mean, to get to work, are you? Good. As per the chief's instructions, your task is to gather items the machines left behind that might prove useful for rebuilding our village. Do you know any suitable places for this? There's the ruined factory strewn with machina. Ah, that sounds perfectly forbidding. While you're out there searching, I'll get my tools ready for dismantling. I look forward to seeing the spoils of your foray. Now, off to the factory. Not the dungeon, of course, not the raid, of course, but the area. Now, the task itself is actually pretty boring, but let's see what we find. Machine lifeform wreckage. Good. And back to the doomsaying dwarf. Here are your pieces, or parts, or whatever. Well, drench my beard, I've never seen anything like this. It's not going to suddenly spring to life and strangle me, is it? No? Well, if you're sure, I'll set about studying it at once. Oh, I should mention that the chief was looking for you. Seems he has news to share. It's something dreadful, I shouldn't doubt. Yeah, after every weekly quest, we have a quest from the Dixie chief. Which is usually just talking to him. Except for the final one. Lali, you will never believe this. Ho, Sirius. Something arrived at a village for you. From Konogg. It looks to be some kind of technological what's it. See this golden pattern here? I have my faintest how you'd read it though. This portable archive the siblings built should do the trick. Huh, so you just wave this archive in it? Well, there you go. Feel free to check it at your leisure. You know, might be as Konogg's up and left the village. But the fact that he's still keeping in touch, it gives me hope that he hasn't given up on us yet. So, I'll keep doing what I can. I'll keep working to change this village into a place that Konogg would want to return to. We got lots of mountains to climb and it's going to take a lot of time. But bit by bit, and with your help, I'm sure we'll get there. Of course. You obtain a message from Konogg. Can be viewed in your portable archive under the collection in the duty section. Collection. Portable archive. Konogg's messages. Dear Sirius, I hope this message finds you. I'm going on a journey to learn the secrets of the White Spheres for myself. Maybe some of them will be of use to you. I'll keep a record, just in case. Good. And that's it for this week. We continue this next week, and for you in a moment. Alright, another week has begun. Doomsaying Dwarf, what do we do? All that grinds isn't gloom. Ready for another foray, are you? Well, if it wouldn't be too much of a bother. Excellent. Let our inexorable march toward failure continue. So, do you recall the machina you brought back last time? Unfortunately, they were rather far gone, and I couldn't salvage much of them. Do you think you could bring back more of the same? If you think it's best. Thank you. With the bits from the extra specimens, I think we can put together something useful, even if we're inevitably doomed to fail. Good. Same quest again. Oh, literally, it's the same quest. You go down there, pick them up at the same places, and then come back. Alright, Doomsaying Dwarf, I'm back. Here's your stuff. Ah yes, precisely the same as last time. This ought to suffice for our purposes, thank you. You know, I've been feeling a little more optimistic in spite of myself. By keeping occupied with our work, I find my mind doesn't stray toward doom and gloom as often as it used to. Seems it's better to take action than being idle with negative thoughts. If only it went so hard to take action in the first place. Well, I should be getting back to my work. Perhaps you could report to the chief, in case he has other tasks that want doing. Thanks again for bringing the parts. The machine's technology is truly amazing. If we could master it, it could change our lives infinitely for the better. Just imagine a cask that taps itself and keeps ale at a perfect temperature. Okay, Chief. Lali, just the enough been looking for a hoe. Another one of those recording devices arrived from Konogg. Seems to let us more he wants to say to you. Here. When you have a moment, be sure to see what's on it. You there? Yes, the two of you. What are you doing? Talking and nodding suspiciously? What are you up to? You're conspiring to take over a village, aren't you? Just like those murderous machines. Huh? What am I? What is just... My hat... Wait. Something's not right with Gluck, and it's not quite the same sort of not right that follows a few too many casks of ale. Well, whatever it is, it's nothing you need to worry about. I'll take care of it. Now then, was there something else you needed? Also, a building coming along. Well... Excuse me? What do you want? If you're here to mock us, have done with it and leave us be. No, I'm not here to mock you. On the contrary, I want to join you. I'm usually not one to get involved, preferring to observe from a safe distance, or making the occasional comment to remind people of my presence, but seeing how hard you've been working for the village, I couldn't help but want to make myself useful for a change. Well, we could certainly use all the help we can get. What say you, Sirius? Shall we welcome him to the crew? Welcome to the team. Thank you. I'm certain you won't regret it. After that strangeness with Gluck, I wasn't sure what to expect from our dour friend, but it sure was an offer of help. Anyway, I'll find a moment to talk with a fellow about our plans. When he's managed to settle in, you ought to have a word with him too. But to answer your earlier question, there's nothing we need you for right now. Only a matter of time before we call on you again, though, so kick your feet up while you can. A weekly quest which continues the story is now available from the Dour Dwarf. You obtain a message from Konogg. Yes, the Doomsaying Dwarf no longer has weekly quests, now the Dour Dwarf has them. I'm starting to see possibilities in these machine parts. Don't tell anyone, but I even feel a bit daring. Good. Collection. Portable archive. Konogg's messages. Message 2. Dear Sirius, I forgot to mention, I brought a pot with me. It assures me that the spheres came from a different world, and the purpose is to invade others by duplicating the machine lifeforms. It's weird to think that to someone ours is the other world. Konogg. I mean, I guess so. I mean, it is for me. I'm from another world. But that never came up in our discussions here. So, until next week. Another week is here. And we got a new dwarf to get our quest from. The Dour Dwarf. The Merchant of Komra. I appreciate you letting me join you. And I apologize for my earlier rudeness. Not to make any excuse, but it's been a trying time for us all. Now, I've been pondering the ways in which I might contribute to the rebuilding effort. While I don't have many talents, not outside of those considered normal for a dwarf, such as drinking at any rate, people do say I have a gift of a gap. Using this gift, I have a mind to peddle wares in the outside world, to earn coin to put toward our work. There's just one problem. At the moment, we don't have anything that would fetch a halfway decent price. No, we need something more unusual and exotic than our grog and automata. And as I racked my beard for ideas, it came to me. What could be more unusual and exotic than objects from another world? The machines have a base inside the crater, and I understand it's brimming with all manner of paraphernalia. Such items are guaranteed to fetch a high price. We just need someone to venture in to retrieve them. You. I'm not sure it might be worth that much. As long as it's unusual, I'm confident I can spin a sales pitch for it. Oh yes, the coin bags of Yulmore would trip over themselves for such rare curios. So just bring back the items and leave the rest to me. Our coffers will be full before you know it. Ah, but the instance. Heavy container. Yep. Next time. Unidentified machine parts. Good, then let's return to the dwarfs. Back from a crater, are you? Come, come, show me what you were able to find. Oh, strange and wondrous items all. I'll examine everything closely before I attempt to peddle them, but these ought to be snapped up with nary a fuss. My thanks for bringing these. Now I can do my little part for our village. Ah, and before I forget, the chief was asking for you earlier. If you have a moment, do go and see what he wants. Okay. Chief, what's up? Lali, doubtless you've already guessed how, but another recording device has arrived from Konogg. Here. As far as I can tell, he's sending them at regular intervals. What could the boy be up to? Ha! I could ask you the same. What devious scheme are you plotting? Well, whatever it is, you won't succeed. This is my village. I'm not letting you have your way with it. Why did I feel so angry? Forget I said anything. As you can see, Gleck's still behaving strangely. When I tried talking to him earlier, he all but told me to bugger off. On the face of it, you'd assume he takes exception to what I did at the meeting, but this is a little too strange. At any rate, this is my problem to deal with, not yours. You just focus on doing your part for the cause, eh? Message from Konogg 3. Dear Sirius, I found out that 2B and 9S accessed the spheres before this all started, which is why they knew about the machine lifeforms' plans to take over our world. They added their own data to that of the machine lifeforms when copies were made, like some sort of technological virus apparently, so that they could come here and stop the machines. They were our allies, from beginning to end. Good, and now we need to wait another week. Alright, finally another week. Tower Dwarf, what's up? The Merchant of Komra. I was wondering when you would come by again. The items you brought back last time were perfect, but I'm hoping to have more stock before I head to Yulma to do my peddling. Could I trouble you to go on another foray into the crater? So, repeat the quest from last week. Good, Tower Dwarf. There you are. Were you able to find anything else of interest? Marvelous. With an addition of this little lot, I'm now ready to set forth. If truth be told, I'm a little daunted by the prospect of going all the way to Yulmore, but if I have confidence in myself, and some grog is always good for that, I'm sure that all will be well. Oh yes, I'll see to it our wares fetch the best coin we can, and prove to everyone that I'm worth more than the ale I can hold. Thanks for all your help, my friend. I'll be fine from here, and you can let the chief know as much. Okay, chief. Lali ho there ho. Serious. You'll be pleased to hear another recording device has arrived. I know what you're up to, oh yes, I can see through your ruse. You pretend to be a friend while spreading vile rumors about me behind my back. While you're not going to drive me out of my own village, I'd rather die beardless and dry, you hear me? Beardless and dry! What am I doing? Well, it seems that the visit I paid Gluck the other day backfired. Hard to tell if trying to reach out to him is better than not doing anything. But that's enough about Gluck. Let's talk about cheerier things. Owing to everyone's hard work, the village is starting to look like itself again. This has the effect of inspiring another one of us to volunteer to help. The fellow's been wanting to speak with you, so let me call him over. Hi, Sirius is here if you wanted a word.
Chief, Sirius. I've always believed that our actions speak for us, and I've always respected them as dare to make things happen rather than sitting around. but sitting around what I've been doing, while you labor to rebuild our village, and it made me ashamed of myself. I want to help too, if you'll have me.
Whatever problems we may have had in the past, having more comrades can only be a good thing. We let them join us, of course. Sure. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Thanks for giving me a chance. I'm ready to get to work. Just tell me what you need me to do.
I start by having a chat with a fellow and see how he can contribute to the cause. Perhaps you can look in on him later? I'm sure he'd appreciate hearing from you. Alright. A weekly quest which continues the story is now available from the Decisive Dwarf. And you have a message from Konogg. Collection. Portable archive. Konogg's messages. Dear Sirius, the White Spheres have ties to 2B and 9S's world, which is almost inconceivably advanced. I found that data there is stored by machines bearing the names of gods, and even the tiniest glimpse of the smallest portion of it reveals memories by the hundreds. People's memories. What does it mean? I need to know. Alright. And now we wait for another week. And another week in the Dwarven village. The size of dwarf, what's up? How to catch an automaton?
Oh, it's you. I've been meaning to apologize for my behavior at the meeting. For my bluster, I had nothing to offer. You made me see the hypocrite that I was, and I'm determined to do better. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't struggling well. I need more automata to help rebuild, you see? And I thought that we could repurpose it once we got guarding a village. When I went to shut one down, the blast thing tried to bash my head in. Barely escaped my beard, I tell you. Whoever programmed them did their job a little too well. You're supposed to be a mighty warrior, though, ain't that right? Think you could subdue an Iron Beard for me? Just to show how it's done? If I could see it once, I reckon I could deal with them by myself.
Just watch and learn.
I'm in the dirt. Here, take the sack. You can slip it over the Iron Beard to keep it subdued after you knocked it around enough.
Good. Caught one.
Bugger my beard, you took care of that automaton so quickly, I would have missed it if I blinked. Thanks for bringing this thing back, and for the lesson as well. I reckon I've got the trick of it now. I also come to realize something. There ain't no action so noble as one that you take for another. I'll keep it close to my heart, and strive to be someone who strives for others, just like you. By the way, the chief came looking for you while you were outside the village. It seemed important, so go and see what he wants, huh?
Lali, yet another recording device has arrived. How? Whatever Konogg's up to, as long as he keeps sending these, we can assume he's safe and well. Anyway, here you go. Chief? Can I speak with you for a moment? Sure, what is it? It's Glak. I ran into him just now and he was behaving oddly. Just when you think he is angry, he suddenly bursts into tears, and the next thing you know, he's talking with you like you're an old friend. Ah, that. He's been that way since the meeting. But I sorted him out, so don't worry. Thanks for bringing me word, and let me know if you notice anything else. It seems Gluck's condition isn't common knowledge yet, but it's only a matter of time if it continues to worsen, like it seems to be doing. Sorry, I'm saying all this out loud, but it's not your problem to deal with. Just stay focused on the rebuilding. That's how you best help us. You obtain a message from Konogg. They're serious. I knew all along, really. I knew that Anogg was dead and that thing with me only looked like her, but being with her, whatever she was, it kept me alive, made me want to go on living. If the spheres can create anything, we built it in our world, then surely they can grant me this. Good. And that's all ready for this week. And another week. How to catch an automaton.
Oh, it's you again. We've now got a good lot of automata helping us out, but we could still do with a few more. If you're not too busy, do you think you could retrieve another iron bit for us? Rest assured, you won't be doing it alone this time. I'm going to retrieve one too. When we're done, let's meet back here. Happy deactivating. It was rough going even with your example, but I managed to shut down an automaton in the end. How about you?
Here you go.
Great, with these 2 additional units on duty, I'll be able to spend more time doing... I'll be able to spend more time doing things that automata can't do. For rebuilding, yes, President. Thanks to you, I've found something that I can do for Komra. But as helpful as you are, it wouldn't do to rely on you forever. Now, from this point on, I want to make sure I can get by on my own when the time comes. There might be others who could use your hand, well, so you ought to talk to the chief. Thanks again, and please seeing you.
Lali, we've done it all, Sirius. We've restored Komra to the way it was. This calls for grog. Lots of it. But before I drink myself silly, I should put this in your hands. It's another recording device from Konogg. After all this time, we still don't know where the lad is, but I hope he returns soon so we can marvel at the fine work we've done with our village. And speaking of returning, could you come with me, Sirius? There's something else I want to tell you. Some days ago, Gluck suddenly vanished from the village. I wanted up a crew of miners and together we set out to find him. His trail led us deep into the machine's base inside the crater, to a place where we encountered that strange white orb. It was there that we found Gluck, lying face down and unmoving. We rushed to his aid, but before we could so much as roll him over, he got up and proceeded to walk off in the direction of a village, as if he went there, as if nothing had happened. Since then, Gluck's been back to his normal self, as far as anyone can tell at any rate. We've no idea what brought on these bursts of strange behavior. Perhaps the man just had too much to drink? Perhaps it was something else. But whatever it was, we've decided to keep things quiet and leave well enough alone. You're one of a few privy to the situation, so I thought I should let you know how it ended. I also want to thank you again. You truly have a beard of gold, Sirius, and we wouldn't have been able to rebuild our village without you. The way I see it, this place is as much your home as it's ours. So no matter where you go, know that there will always be a tankard of ale waiting here for you. Thank you. Looking forward to it. You obtain a message from Konogg. For as long as I can remember, it's just been the two of us. Hardly anyone even bothered to be kind to us, but we've always had each other. And I was with Anogg, there was nothing to fear. What my sister wanted most was to get revenge on the world that had done this to us. I can't accept that the world got her first. I won't. Whence the heart leads. Lali, I can't thank you enough. How? Komra's looking like its old self again. Better, if you're honest. You can see that for yourself, though, so let me tell you something you don't know. I hear that automata of dwarven make have been spotted around Yulmore of late. Signature of drug motive and all. Now, where would those city folk have gotten their hands on artisanry like that? We certainly haven't been peddling them to outsiders, your side. I can't think of one dwarf who might be, though. One with the right skills and little else to his name. If it is Konogg, well, I have a lot to say to him. I'm sorry for starters. And it would be nice if you could see how far we've come. The new Komra. I like to think he'd be happy here. Maybe. Anyway, seeing as overworldly sort, I doubt you have too much trouble picking up his trail in Yulmore. Let me know what you find. Alright. Off to Yulmore we go. Bourgeois merchant. I've got gold, I've got jeweled, I've got gold-plated jewels. Dwarven automata? Not interested in my wares, pity. I did see a dwarf in black though, yes. Odd little fellow, came selling one of those GOG contractions. Not quite to my personal taste, but a rare find to be sure. He placed an order as well. Paid in advance. Say, if you're looking for the chap anyway, would you save me some time and take it to him? I'll try my best. He mentioned that you are sleeping down in the derelicts. Odd lad, as I said. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the place, but fortunately he drew a map of his preferred hovel. That must be it. Wait just a little longer, Anogg. With the machine's technology, I can bring you back. I will. And make it work. I will. I can't. I can't. I'm not good enough. Never good enough. I can't. Anogg, I can't do this. I can't live in a world without you. I just can't. You're such a crybaby. Anogg? Well, suffice to say, I'm back. Thanks to your hard work and my innate genius, of course. Anogg, I have nowhere to go. I'm all alone. It was before. You have me now. And don't you dare say we have nowhere to go. There's a whole world waiting for us, Konogg. And a listing. Who chose to support Anogg and who Konogg? In percentages. Your Heart Dark Apocalypse. The end. And back to the XIV. After not finding Konogg. Alright, XIV, I'm back. And he disappeared again. Lali, don't keep me in suspense, ho! Did you find Konogg? I found his workshop, but I don't know where he's gone. That's disappointing. Still, I appreciate you letting me know all the same. What's that you have there? Some kind of fancy meat? Konogg. But what's it for? Aside from the obvious, I mean. I think he'd appreciate if you passed it on to the woman who was injured. I will. I only wish things hadn't turned out like this. What happened to the village was bad enough, but when everyone was each other's thoughts, and Anogg and Konogg were gone, don't even get me started on the Galactic debacle. I keep turning it over in my head and I see nothing but the mistakes we made. I wonder, how can any of us be sure that we won't make a mess of things again? Maybe we can't. Maybe we just try to remember every single day how bloody wrong we probably are, and we learn to live with that. Maybe that's the only answer we get. Inner Truth. And New Game Plus unlocked for your Dark Apocalypse. Good. But I would end this here and cut it all together so I can finally release it. Until next time, I'm Mace and don't get lost.